to you from a little town in Bethlehem. Oh, that's sorry, that's another channel. That is a godly channel. That's a channel where old Trump would like to recite that he would. His end of days and all that, you know. But you see, I want to talk about what's been going on with the Epstein files, also a load of other shit, and the fact that the US Americans, you know, those who voted for Trump anyway, MAGA lot, they hate you. They do, absolutely hate you. Trump hates you, the GOP hates you, and they also hate children, that they do, as it seems. And like I say, this broadcast is brought to you, AllShorts broadcast is brought to you by this little town in France called Brantome. Now, Brantome is a great little place it is. Been here several times with the family. You know, it's a place where we like to go and do a bit of kayaking and a bit of capsizing over the weirs and all that. And it has places to take the camper, because we're in the camper, that we are. Well, I'm walking outside the camper. The camper's back there. Caroline's decided she wants to read a book. So that's what she's doing. She's reading her book. That's all I know what to do. I'll quickly take you guys for a walk around the town of Brantome while we're talking about shit that is going on in the United States. And it's just too much, really. It really is. And it's shocking. It's shocking. And from my last little bit of research, I found that four GOP members, voted to allow the list to be exposed. Yes, unfortunately, the rest of them didn't. Now, what does it say about them? They want a continuation of kicking the can down the road. Do you fancy a game of petanque? Maybe. They do. Well, it's a good game, actually. It's quite good. Every little town, what have here in France, they will have their little teams and what have you, and village games and stuff. Some do on Sunday, and sometimes during the week in the evenings and stuff like that as well. And it's a good communal. People get together and win your wine, put the world to rights and stuff like that. And sometimes it's hilarious, you know, because obviously I have my point of view, and they have their point of view. And although I don't play a go, I just like to chat to them. It's quite nice. In my broken French, they take the piss out of me, of course. But there you go. But you know, this is the first little car park. There's some more car parks on the other side of town as well, and we just come off the field car park because I'm in the camper, you see. And luckily there's no height restriction on that one. Now over here, on this, the green here, it's got a lovely green there is. Let's go over to the lovely green, alright? And as we've been here several times playing football and frisbees and stuff like that here in Brantome. You know, it's nice to have the positive stuff as well as all this negative news we keep getting, that's what I say. And there's all these old magnolia trees here. Okay, they're finished, they've come to the end now. But they're huge, massive magnolias there are on this, come up to a minute, and the big old Scots pines and stuff like that. And when they're in flower, it's spectacular, absolutely spectacular. Big old like dusty pink colours and stuff. Really beautiful, really is. And anyone want to conquer? Got some horse chestnuts here as well. So it's lovely green with some very old stone like little buildings, because there's an abbey over here, you see, really old abbey, which if I remember rightly was destroyed by the Vikings several times and rebuilt. And eventually when it got secularised, and there's the monks and stuff was in it for a while as well. So yeah, it's a lovely place. Now if I come over here to where the river is, now we will be walking down there with the dogs later. Might go live, might not then as well, I don't know. But it's really lovely. So I brought the kayak down there and dumped the kayak in the water here a few times in the past. And isn't here now because we're out season, you know. But there's a weird like train thing, that like a ferry thing that goes along here, and some woman in the waders like pulls it along. The kids in it. It makes me laugh. It does. Hello. Oh look at that! It's a little Scotty dog. Oh hello. Probably smells. Oh hello. Oh, what's that small world?
Go on then, you.
A customer and a friend. Hello, darling. Is Hubby here?
No.
Oh, all right.
What are you doing here?
Well, just we're out in the camper and what have you. This we just stopped down the way. We're just heading into the Perigord.
Oh, nice.
So, well, we're in Perigord now, but into the valley and what have you.
Yeah.
Down the river and that. So yeah. So we stopped at a lovely little place, Santa Steph. You been there?
I think I have, yes.
Yeah, it's where there's like a ferry you can like pull yourself along.
Yes.
So that's pretty cool.
Yes, I have, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not good at throwing them.
They've got to be heavy. Yeah.
It's a small world, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
You know, you don't expect that, you know.
I thought I recognised it. I don't know whether she recognised you.
Well, there you go, look. Probably smell my dogs. They're in the camper.
They're in the camper.
What have you lost? Oh, stick.
Yeah, it's this one.
Where,
It's mad.
they usually got that for like ferry thing in there, haven't they? Where they
It's the wrong time of season. It's that.
yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah. Oh dear. Why is it?
Trade Gentiles, just
Yeah.
they have. It's on the hour.
Oh, got you.
Yeah. They are. See the big banana plants?
Oh, the big banana plant.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
that's where
there,
they
is it?
sit, yeah.
Oh, I get you.
They are. They are. That's it.
Okay, come on.
Why is it there's always the small dogs that want to eat the big ones?
I know.
My little Wally was like that.
Hello, sweetheart.
Well,
No.
Dotty.
is that the bad scientist out of Independence Day? I think it is, isn't it? I mean, he ain't got his jumper on. Oh, he's got his jumper. He's got his new jumper.
No.
You take care, won't you?
Lovely to see you.
Me too.
Enjoy.
Hello, you. I'll get pulled by this one, that look.
Nice to see you.
You too. Take care. Bye. So, that was my neighbour. Yeah. Right, that was my neighbour. Well, sort of a neighbour. It's like, you know, a little way down. Oh, okay, it's about 5 kilometres away. Yeah, that's kind of where I live in the sticks, you see. So anyway, over here we're able to see the Abbey in a moment. I hope the audio is okay as well. Could you just say a message to my girlfriend watching right now? Good night, Isabella. Good night, Isabella Baxter. I'm thinking of you. Ooh. What's that do? Are you the most beautiful girl do you mean ever? The most beautiful girl ever, and I love you very much. Sleep well. Sleep well. Sleep well. That's absolutely fine, my friend. The dude's pretending he has a girlfriend. I have a wife and kids. Hope everybody is fine. Done that already. Yeah, you've repeated that several times. Don't keep spamming the chat though, will you? You still make money off the video, do you? What? No. Welcome down. What haunts you? Oh my god! Yeah, there we go. Have you seen pictures of me before? I'm a big old bushy bear I did last year. Yeah, and I now dyed it purple. But I went like a weird brown colour, but anyway. Oh dear, here we go. We've got a load of people in the chat who, quite frankly, just want the spam. Oh dear. Oh, that's it. Anyone who's been an idiot are going to be, how to put it, removed. You're gone. Is this Pennsylvania? No, this is Brantome here in France, and it's the Perigord, the Dawn Perigord region in France. This is a beautiful place. So I'll just spin you around so you can see. There you go. That is the Abbey. I'll check. I think it was built in the 1100s or something. It's a city, and it got burnt down by the Vikings, and then it was rebuilt again. You know. Now over here, we come up to the weir. One of the weirs, right? Now we won't see it today because we're kind of out of season, and there isn't any brave people hiring out kayaks and coming over the weir at the moment. But when there is, it's hilarious because, well, 1 out of every 8 of them capsize. Some people come through here down the little ramp. That's where I would go with my kayak, and then just head down there, and that's great fun. Great fun. Do. Yeah. There's lots of old restaurants and bars and walks. It's just a really nice place. Now, this particular town of Brantome, okay, was founded originally on the island. Now, believe it or not, right ahead of you, that is the island with the little white houses and that. That's actually an island. This river goes all the way around that island. You go right around, over another weir at the far end, okay? And then you come back down here. That is actually an island. That's where the town originated. Now it's obviously expanded from that, which you'll see a bit later on in this video, or live stream. But it is a really nice place. We've been there several times because it's got all the quaint stuff, you know, the little shops and stuff like that, you know. But you know, let's be honest. If we were talking about Trump, and that's kind of what I was talking about, right? And the GOP and all the shit that's going on, and the fact that he ordered a flyby while those poor survivors were standing outside, doing their thing, giving their stories and support. Well, he ordered a flyby just to try and drown them out. What kind of man does that, hey? That literally says everything you need to know about the man that a proportion of the US population decided to vote for. And don't get me wrong, I understand 100%, obviously, I'm not going to stereotype everybody, alright? Not everybody voted for that feckin' orange one, shits and pants. No, he's a horrible piece of work. Oh, they've got a little mill wheel, look, little tiny mill wheel that's doing nothing, just for decoration. But that is the old mill house. You see there with the walk with the guy, and the old mill wheel would originally be. I think it's quite difficult to trim. Is that like Russian vine or something? That must be very difficult to trim that, because you've got water below you. They levitate. You need some kind of drone with head cutters on it. Oh, there's the banana tree she's talking about. That's actually one of the pleasure boats. That's not what I was talking about. I was talking about some woman who's pulling these little, like kids ride really through the water. They literally go around this little island in the middle there, you know, that little island, that little green triangle thing, diamond shaped thing. But there's a boats go up and down here at certain times, you know, so you can go on a little boat trip if you want. Now there's the caves over here as well. Caves. So you can go around and go in and have a look at rocks. And your stalactites and stalagmites. Ah, there. I won't be able to show you anything in there because What's up? It's a sabon? A sabon? No? Oh, okay. Very cool though, look. He weren't happy about going in there. He's friendly enough. He was just shy, I think. But also, a lot of these people, they don't like their art being put online and stuff, do they? Not online. Copyright, isn't it? People then dupe it and stuff like that. So usually there's another so you've got that little exposition over there, got the sculpture people in there. There's somebody there rubbing rocks together as well. I don't know if he's trying to make a fire. Up we go. Alright, I'm going to have to hide you for a bit, mate, because you just keep... yeah, because you just constantly repeating. I can't have that. That's just annoying. Right, there we go. Right, anyway, so there's a lot of stuff been going on. Have you ever thought about this? I was thinking about this last night, okay? Now, whether it's an electric vehicle, right, which, you know, Trump absolutely hates for some bizarre reason, you know, which could be more because they're apparently heavier. But then you got, obviously, the diesels, the petrols and stuff. Have you ever thought about the toxins other than the actual fossil fuels? So I was thinking it was last night. I have actually thought about it before, but I just went in one out of the other kind of thing. Or one jump from one brain cell and out of my head. Now, have you ever thought about all the tyre dust? I looked it up, and there's about 5 billion tonnes of tyre dust is distributed. Yeah, is every single year. Where's it all go? Where's it all go? Now, obviously, some of it's water runoff. It ends up in the water course. I get that. Yeah, obviously, that's going to happen. And then you get the rest of it. Where does it all go? And I did a bit of research later, and I found that they actually did they did some surveys, some tests, and it's in the United States. Obviously not under Trump, because he wouldn't do things like that, would he? No. Anyway, they did a test where they got this helicopter with all these sensors on it, and they literally just up and 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 up until the sensors did not pick up any of these toxins, nanoplastics and ceramics, Frodo, obviously rubber, all sorts of stuff, and they it took until the air was clear. It was 1.5 miles. 1.5 miles. We're breathing this shit in all the bloody time. No wonder people there seem to be high rates of cancer and stuff like that. No wonder you need better health care, and at the end of the day, you need that to keep you alive. We're just surrounded by it all the while. Can you imagine what it's like in the cities? So if it's bad enough you've got all the particulates in the sense of from your diesel fuels, that's bad enough. And then you've got all that other stuff as well, haven't you? I think my chat's frozen again already, so I'm going to get my phone up and bring up the chat. I don't know why it does that, and it's not my phone. It's to do with the app. It is so annoying. It does that all the time. I've tried it on both phones, and it does exactly the same thing. So it's not my phones. It's something to do with YouTube. So, yeah, for some reason, the chat, when you're using a mobile to do and the app, maybe I should try using Streamlabs instead. So let me just bring up the channel now, the live stream on my other device, and see whether or not, because I've got really good internet today, so hopefully the stream's good. So I'm just going to bring it up on here. I've got Enemy from Within come up on my feed. I've been watching quite a bit of that recently. Oh my god. So I don't know if you can see that on there. Can you see that of Trump with his fat legs on the toilet? He's a little bit swollen. That he does. Oh dear, never mind. I know it's AI or something, but I can imagine that's exactly what it's like. In the day, that's what's happened, isn't that, not that one, not on the channel. There we go. And hopefully, that had done it again. It does that every single time. Right, what if people are mean to the baby? What? I can see you on YouTube just fine. Excellent day. Excellent. Yeah, it's just that the chat's freezing on my device that I'm actually doing the stream with. And it's quite frustrating. But it's lovely, isn't it? It's a nice place. This is Brantome in France, in the Périgord, Dordogne, or Dordogne Périgord. So, Hello there, news. Brooke, I hope you're well. And happy life. Billy! Billy! I left the missus in the camper. She's clean. No, she's reading her book. We're going to come out for a walk a bit later on. But, it's some... So I thought I'll bring you guys round Brantome, because I did say I was going to. And... and we quite often go in there, have a coffee or a beer. That little restaurant or cafe over there. There's just round the corner. There's what we call a sports cafe as well. I might stop in there a bit later. Might get a beer or something. Just get a little beer. Just a little beer. I don't know if all the little shops that are open down here, or the cabs and stuff. There's a glass blowing place as well, which is pretty cool. So there's all those little quaint, those little quaint little stalls and whatever. It's quite a nice place. But what do you think about this thing? There we go. Wrong one. Just need to bring the a bit brighter because I can't see it here. There we go. That's better live. Excuse me more. That's better live. Excuse me more. And let's bring that audio down. There we go. Right. Where are we? We're in Brantome in France. Brantome. And it's a very old little town. Originated on the island, which is on the other side of the river. It's actually an island, and the river goes all the way around it. And it's an ancient town. It's a lovely place. Oh, and the glass bar won't be allowed in there. But not with camera. Not like it. There's laws here in France. It's not, in the United States, in public places and stuff, you're allowed to record and stuff. They can't do anything about it. But in France, they're quite strict about it. But I don't want to get in trouble. No, because they've got guns as well. The gendarmes have guns. I don't want to get one of them. Yeah, I don't want to annoy them. Oh, we can see some ducks. We've got to see some ducks. Do. God, I've been around here so many times in the car over the last few years. Look. Oh, look, some mallards and drakes. There. If I can get down here. Oh, here we are. There we go. Oh no, I'm going down here. Oh, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, crikey, I'm in here now. Oh, don't do it. Oh. So that goes all the way around the island. It's like a little round trip in a kayak if you want. But you do have two ways to contend with. But you do get to see the old Abbey, which is on the other side of the island, which is a little bit, I had to put it rack and ruin now. But that's where the town originated. It originated over there. And I did actually, I had a look about the history about Brantome as well. So I thought I'd just share that with you as well. Right, Brantome. It is an area of 34,000.65 kilometres square, so that's 13.38 square miles. It has a population of around 2,000 people, just over. It's got a density of 60 per kilometre. I'll do it in imperial. 160 per square mile. That'll be it. There we come. And the postal code is 24310, and we are between 94 and 208 metres above sea level. And the commune started to develop on the island, encircled by a sweep of the river Drone, next to the Benedict Abbey, which we walked past a moment ago, of Brantome, and it was founded in 769 by Charlemagne. According to a legend, he donated relics of a Saint Sicarus, or Sicar, one of the infants of the massacre of the innocents. Ooh, sounds macabre. And those relics attracted pilgrims to the Abbey, who was brought a certain affluence to Brantome. But in spite of Saint Sicar's protection, the Abbey was laid to waste, in 848. And in 857 by Viking rovers. They destroyed the Abbey. That Abbey you see there was absolutely destroyed by pesky old Vikings. All those pesky old Nordics and that, And you think you're going to take Greenland? No, they'll have you, they will. They'll be coming over to the United States in their longboats. Oh, they will. Oh, you'll be done for, you will. You'll be done for. And you want to take Greenland? My God. I'll tell you something. It's like the Canadian people. You think you're going to have them, do you? I'll tell you. They are tough cookies. When they put their mind to it, and they're sick and tired of all this fucking 51st state bullshit, well, they just say, well, sod you. Absolutely sod you. Well, you're not taking our fucking country. Well, have you? Okay, we'll pour your whiskey out. So it's a Romanesque bell tower. It is a competitor to the oldest in France, and developed a high reputation here in Bertrand du, oh my God, I can't say that, Grisselin, battling the English Angevins prize that he had been made a Constable of France by Charles V, Pierre de Mareuil, Abbot, from 1538 to 56. Built a right-angled bridge and the pont, which means bridge basically, so it's Pont Coudet, over the river, which connected the elegant Renaissance Abbot's lodgings he built for himself with its gardens, which lay on the opposite bank. And he was succeeded by his nephew, Pierre de Bourdelle, in 1558 to 1614, a soldier and a writer better known for his title Abbey Brantome, whose diplomacy saved the Abbey and its commune from the Huguenots. Oh, the Huguenots forces. They saved him from bloody Farage. He's a Huguenot, isn't he? Descended from the Huguenots. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, crikey. That's what he's trying to do to the United Kingdom, isn't it? He's trying to destroy it. You know, his ancestors fled, didn't they? Fled France and all that. Anyway, I've got to get back over this water now, and I just realised it's not as easy this way. And I've got stupid Crocs on. So yeah, it's a lovely place. It really is. And there's various places where there's the cave, not just the caves back there. There's another, because they call it the Black Perigord, which is basically means it's caves because it's dark. So oh god, oh this place like here, right? He ain't here at the moment, obviously, but this shop there, he does ice creams. But it's strange how he does it. What he does is he puts like the milky stuff on this ice plate, right? And he uses a scrape, and it keeps like it freezes almost instantly. Scrapes up, rolls it over again and again and again, and then sticks it in a cornet for you. It's actually really nice, you know. But, we came down on our motorbikes and that, and my friend didn't like it. He put it in the bin. So there you go, there's the Abbey again. So what we'll do is we'll go around the old, look at the old bridge over there. Another bridge over there. Isn't that funny though? You know, you come over here and you bump into your neighbours. You can't get away from them, can you? You know? She didn't realise I was streaming live though, so I'll probably get told off later. So anyway, it does work for them as well. I made them those shutters and stuff, because I'm a woodworker by trade, you see. So back up, there we go. Skip to the live, and then I want the, there we go. There we go. Drink the water! I don't want to drink the water. Fishy poo in it. That's what, lumpy bits in it. Well, it's probably clean with what comes out of the tap as long as you run it through a basic filter. It's all come out of the mountains, isn't it? Ah, you've got the restaurant of Charbonnel. Now, some of these hotels along here are ridiculously expensive, like €1,000. Well, this was 3 years back. This was €1,000 a night. I know, crazy, absolutely crazy. Really posh ones down on the side of the river. Reminder, did your wife ask you to pick anything up before going home? No, I don't think so, did she? Back to me again, there we go. Arthco Junior would do it. Oh, will you do it? Yeah, he probably, yeah. I won't drink the water, probably. Oh, giddy aunt. What about, I saw a video clip where this farmer come along to like a town meeting, and he brought samples of the water, and it was like brown, this water. Well, it was just like from various springs. It was just nasty water, and he couldn't get them to drink it, obviously, because it looks fucking toxic, and they were expecting them to drink this water, you know, because, you know, it's just, they don't want to do nothing about it. And it's all about money, isn't it, again? It's always about, just follow the money. That's all you have to do, and you know who's profiteering and who's actually, bonjour, who's actually, responsible for your dodgy water, you know. Oh, a few camping cars coming through. People staring at me. What's this geezer doing? He's got a microphone on the camera. That's dubious. And a selfie stick. People do fish down there as well. Bonjour. You have to break the ice yourself. When people stare at you, they think, oh, he's got a camera. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. I do need another knife. I forgot to bring the knife. I always carry a pocket knife usually, so the laws in France are very similar to the UK, but it's like, I live in cheese. And Fred's always got a pocket knife. Usually a little opener or the grill or something like that. And I've left them at home. So we're going to go back up this way. So I'm meandering my way through, that I am. And we're going to go down this little quaint street down here. Here we are. I wrote a little note to it before I came out. And I forget, don't I? Welcome to Russia. Well, we're not in Russia. I don't know if I'd want to go there at the moment. You might get bombed by Ukraine. The shoes is on the other foot, it seems. Yeah, there you go. Oh, there we come. There we go. Oh, hello there. Hello. Yes, the money is the root of all evil. I don't 100% agree with that statement, that money's the problem, or capitalism's the problem. I think it's human nature. I think it's just greed. I suppose you can't, because greed can come in all sorts of forms. It don't have to be the money itself, does it? People might want something physical that they steal from somebody else, so they don't have to pay for it. Or they might have something they haven't got access to, like a piece of art or something, so they want to get someone to steal it for them, or steal it themselves. Oh, something smelled really nice then when I walked past. Oh, I got a whiff of something really nice. What's over here? Oh, the biscuits and stuff. Conserves and biscuits and ice cream. Oh, can't eat that one. Not in one sitting anyway. No. Oh, I think that's going to be pixelated. Oh, it's you again? God, I am. Oh, no. I've been here loads of times.
Yeah. Well,
The doggies.
Mary's
Hello, Mary.
from the UK, so she's come over for a week. So
Yeah.
so we've got the digger man there today.
Oh, right, yeah.
We left Pete at home.
Oh, that's what you do, isn't it? Yeah. That's what usually happens.
Yes.
Good.
So we came out and had a nose around them.
Well, it's a good place to come, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's quite nice right here. You take care. Say hi to your half.
Okay, we'll do.
Oh, what we got in here? Oh, dear me. I don't like overhead cables. There we come. Poverty is the root to all evil. Yeah, I suppose you're right in that one, At the end of the day, where there is poverty, there's crime for a start, all suffering. And let's be fair, that is pretty darn evil, when people can't get by, they can't survive, they can't just feed the kids and stuff like that, If you can't if you can't do the basics, that's just not right, is it? Not when you've got people out there, the richest 1%, the billionaires out there, who I'll never understand why. Maybe you can tell me. Why do people, who are poor worship the billionaires. Why do they look up to people like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and people like that? Why? Why do they treat them like they're some kind of messiah? They're not messiahs, they're evil fucking little boys, that's what they are. Naughty little boys. It has to be said. Oh, the PMU bar's shut. That's annoying. Well, that side is anyway. Bonjour. Bonjour. Oh, it's the tourism office. This is where I normally come, just, yeah, because it's really cheap, you see. But it's shut. There's always got quaint little shops down there, it's pretty cool. So we've gone right round we have, so we went along the river, about over there, back over the river again, and back to here. So we're now on the other side. Yep, the rich pay the poor pay the richest hoard. Well, the thing is, what they need to understand, people need to seem to realise or even accept that they are the ones making the rich richer. They pay for the services, they buy the products, everything's been creamed. And then you've got like dodgy governments who are charging way over the odds. Not charging, sorry, they're paying way over the odds for services for which, you need, potentially, you probably need some of these services. I'm not talking about ice and stuff like that, because that's a dodgy game, that is. But, it's just, you're paying more than the job is worth. You're not going to try and tell me it costs £500 million to paint that bloody wall, and then they're painting the wrong side. The southern wall. It's just, somebody's profited. And yet again, it was somebody they are associated with. And normally what happens is, if you're doing tenders, I've done, I used to do a lot of tenders. Put tenders in, what have you, for various contracts. Put my price in, basically, my devy in for certain tenders. Because we used to do a lot of council work in my business. And you usually got 3 of them. They need at least 3 to fulfil the requirements of making a decision on who gets the job. But no, they're just, oh yeah, you can do it. It's just like these, I suppose it's a bit like the VIP lanes that we had during COVID in the UK. For the COVID contracts and stuff. Loads of money was ripped off. Same old story again, isn't it? So this is one of the ways that's quite funny, because people do capsize here, and so did we. I was in my kayak with my daughter. She's a big girl, she's in fact, she's just tall. She's way over 6 foot. And she had 2 little kids in there as well. And what she did is, she thought, because we got sort of stuck halfway, because it's usually what happens, and just trying to lean, she went leaned right over the front of the kayak to try and push it forward. So don't do that, do it. But by the time I managed to say no, it was too late. The kayak either went over sideways down the weir, and then we capsized. So the 2 little tots, they all had life jackets on, so it's bobbing about. And it's reasonably deep at this end. Obviously the kids can't touch the bottom, I can barely touch the bottom. My daughter lost a flip-flop. But it's just nice around here. It's a nice place to have a little stroll and the old Benedictine Abbey. So, South Carolina. Oh my giddy aunt. Crikey. Oh, what was it, Bray or May, whatever that geezer's name is. 10 indictments for, can't get to the top of my head now. 10 indictments for child porn on his devices and stuff. He's a Republican. What does that tell you about the Republican Party? Not to be trusted with your kids. Definitely not. Do not allow them access to children or the White House, because the people in the White House are covering up for what went on. So you can't trust your them to look after your children either. Anyone who, quite frankly, is trying to cover the arses of these people who, abuse these young girls, don't deserve your respect. They don't deserve anyone's respect. And if you respect them, well, then there's something seriously wrong with you. Seriously wrong. that there is. So I'm going to put this down for a second. I'm just going to go through the chat on my other device so I can see what you've been saying. There you go. There's the where. Not the where, where's the where, but it's the other side of another where. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Hello everyone in South Carolina. Yeah, that was a bit shocking, that one was, regarding your, yeah. I would let Mr. Robinson or Josie the groomer looking after... What? I wouldn't, sorry. I wouldn't let Mr. Robinson or Josie the groomer. Yeah, oh, God, better. You got Mike Johnson in his beautiful skin. Try to get the continuation bill. And then you've got Mr... What's his name? I've got my notes down here. I did write some notes and I forgot to use them. What is his name again? Thomas Massey, that's it, Thomas Massey. He's also a Republican. But it's only him, Thomas Massey. You've got Lauren Bobar, you've got Marjorie Taylor Greene, which surprised me. And then you've got Nancy Mace as well. They're the only ones who voted for this, for the legislation, you know, to expose these bloody people who, quite frankly, are just evil. You know, it's I just find it really, you know, we waited a long time for this, haven't we? You know, everyone wants to know, you know, who's on that list, and it looks now that like the but they've already compiled a list, but they've been too frightened. The people, the survivors are too frightened to show that, yeah, because they've been threatened with their life so many times, so they're very wary. But they've already compiled a list of the customers, not just the people involved with this business, but the customers. And it's obviously going to include people like Trump and stuff like that, you know, Prince Andrew and, you know, probably Clinton and all them, all people on this bloody list. Now, being they haven't actually getting any joy with this, and it doesn't look, from when I last looked, it doesn't look like they're going to get enough Republicans on side. I think they needed 6, and they've only got 4. I think that's right. And they've all voted for the continuation, basically, of the same thing, you know. It's just absolutely crazy. Are you MAGA or I'm anti-Trump, mate, sorry. You know, I'm not just I hate the man with a vengeance because he's an evil son of a bitch. The evil son of a bitch. Well, there's no anyone who supports Trump has got something wrong with him. Seriously. So there's more than enough evidence flying about for us to know the facts. You know, so anyway, there's this list that they're going to compile, but also they're threatening to start making TikTok videos. And some of these stories, and F Trump, that's what I say. I agree with you, Billy, 100%. I don't want to say F America because that's America's a continent. Remember that. You're talking about the citizens of the USA, really. But that's not all of them. Not everyone voted for this. There's so many good American people have been fighting to have this exposed. They didn't vote for Trump. I think we've got to be very careful about stereotyping. And it's not fair because if anything, that'll push them away. And we don't want to push them to the wrong side, do we? So we need to keep everybody on the side of decency. And, you know, I've got kids, you know, I've got grandchildren, 11 grandchildren. I can't imagine. Well, I know what I'd do, because I'm a vindictive son of a bitch. You don't want to know what I would do, and I'd be fucking crafty about it. Anyway, let's not go there. So why is the White House protecting sex offenders? Well, because they are complicit, because they're in the White House. You've obviously got Trump. We know he's involved. For fuck's sake, one of them said, Trump had there's a picture of Trump on Epstein's, on his desk, and he was towing out, it's like it's some kind of trophy was Epstein. Yeah, that Trump was his best friend and stuff, you know. What does that tell you? And what did I say? You know, you had Trump yesterday Well, last night for me, he said, "I was all hoax, what have you. We've got a beautiful economy, fantastic economy. No, you haven't. It's fucking shit. It's fallen to pieces. The US is absolutely broken, and that's all you want to talk about, and everything else is a hoax. You know, it's basically saying these people are lying. He is a culprit. I wouldn't be surprised that Howard Nutlick is." Involved and all. At the end of the day, he decided to move next to a child sex offender. You know, that's not somewhere where you'd move to if you knew what's going on, and you know, and you weren't that way inclined. He probably thought, hey, you know, he probably dug a tunnel between the two houses. Or be a bit surprised. He looks that kind. You know, you got the Casablancas model agency. You know, they were getting it's all involved. These were all connected model agencies at the time. You know, with the model agency, they were just a front. They were just a front. And he was getting kids to get undressed on camera in front of him. You know? We know that Trump went into the changing rooms and, you know, while the girls are getting undressed and say that's his privilege to do so. And it's just disgusting human being. Disgusting. And then you got Polo Zampalili, who transported Melania Trump, you know, before it got with Donald Trump. And that was all via this case here on the Metropolitan Model Agency. That's how she was transported into the United States. And now she's got her, how to put it, her big brain, the visa. It's just ridiculous. And then you obviously got Ghislaine Maxwell. Ghislaine Maxwell with a company called Terramore, and that Paulo Zambini geezer was also on the board of directors of that. See, all these model agencies, they were all connected. There's another way of laundering money as well. Now, Trump was handing billions of dollars in transfers to the Epsteins. You know, it is follow the money. The trail is there. You know, the trail is there. It's just that they've got so much bloody money, these people, they are in a position to hide it from everyone else. Any other Tom, Dick or Harry who've been committing these crimes would be in jail by now. And why isn't Trump? Because he's got the fucking money. He's got the money. You know? If you've got the money, that kind of money, you can pay your way to absolutely freedom. That's what he's done. Look at what with Epstein and, you know, he basically, what did he get? Cry in 2010-11, he managed to get away with it, didn't he? And then Trump grassed him up. It was a plea deal he got, wasn't he, in 2010, I can't remember, it's 10 or 11, I can't remember now. But, you know, these people are literally, they are disgusting creatures. I'm not going to call them human beings because they're not. They're disgusting creatures. And these poor women now, they're children at the time, one of them said that she was being raped 3 times a day. Like a fucking road train, you know? Raped 3 times a day. How is that okay? How? I think you need to stop listening to the bullshit in your head. If you don't think the facts are out there, it ain't difficult to find. If you want to keep following bloody Fox News and all that load of bullshit and listen to Trump, well, you know, you are a part of the problem. If you are covering up for this crime, you are a part of the problem. You are also complicit. You're justifying child sex crimes. You just are. Now, if it's my head being pumped with all this stuff, all right, what about all those other people's heads? What about all the survivors, all the people who were abused? You've got to tell me that they're all lying and all? Yet you'll believe the words of one man? That is called being brainwashed. Or complicit. Or you don't mind it, you know, why not a little bit of fiddling and all that? The other week you had Trump on the bloody roof, didn't he? He's the fucking fiddler on the roof. Right, he was. I I just find it absolutely mind-numbing that people will make excuses for these evil feckin' son of a bitches. And they are. I'm sorry, but they are. Only 4 Republicans have voted for the discharge petition. Only 4. The rest of them voted for continuation. Which is literally just denial. It's just kick the can down the road to get away with it. That's all they want to do. They just want to get away with it. It's just evil. I don't understand. I really do not understand how people can make excuses for this. These evil people. I don't get it. You know, and I don't understand why anyone would try and cover up for them, why anyone would just suckle onto that old fucking orange Ron Shits and Pants and chocolate starfish again and again and a fucking again. Why? Now I'll tell you one thing about if anyone knows me, they will know that I do not lie. I might make mistakes sometimes, and people do, you know. I'm only human after all. But you know, I don't lie. Sometimes it's to my own detriment, you know. The usual thing is, does this make my ass look big? Well, not quite like that, but you just do it look nice in this dress. I'll tell her. You know, I'll say, I'll be truthful. People know if they've like my daughter, who does a lot of art and that. If she's asked my opinion on something, I'll tell her exactly what I think. And it's the same with my grandchildren. You know, I won't be cruel, obviously, but you know, it's I'll be honest, because what if you don't you know, speak the truth and shame the devil, well then your word's worth nothing. Absolutely nothing. No one's ever going to believe a word that you say again, are they? What's the point? There's no point. You always got to remember the bloody lies and all. Why would you want to be that way? I don't get it. You know, and there's so much shit going on at the moment. Nasty shit. From the fucking White House. Like the way they're treating the Canadians at the moment, and the Mexicans, and the people, you know, come across the border. Maybe they have come over so-called illegally, like they like to put it. Maybe they have. Or so fucking what? You need these people. It's bloody obvious. You got the farms all going bloody bankrupt. They can't sustain themselves. Can't pick the food. You can't even sell the grain. So you've got your mechanised crops. And you can't even sell the grain if you can harvest it. Because China said we don't want it anymore. You know? You've got a government that says, oh, we want to lower the deficit. And what they do? Increasing it. Where's the logic in that? The United States, unless you actually pull your finger out your fucking arse and wake up, you're done for. Economically done for. And you can deny it as much as you like and say how wonderful Trump is, you know. Don't mind the odd kid fiddler, you know how it goes, you know, because you know you love Trump so much, you want to turn a blind eye to his crimes. Meanwhile, because they're so bloody stubborn, you're destroying your country. The camp is up this way. You're destroying the country. It makes no logical sense whatsoever. And I'm just a practical geezer, you know, I stick bits of wood together. I'm a woodworker, I make joints and stuff, and furniture, or architectural woodwork and that, you know. People ask me to make odd stuff. All big doors, and random doors. You know, I've made doors like these ones over here before. Arched double doors before. Nicer than those ones though, because they're horrible. But you know, it's to me it's common sense. If it doesn't fit, it don't fit because you've done it wrong. You know, that's common sense. You've got to make your joints work, kind of thing. You know. I just find it. To me, it's bizarre. It's bizarre. I just don't get it. So yeah, for Nancy Mace, Thomas Massey, Marjorie Taylor Greene of all people, and Lauren Boebert all voted, you know, for the disclosure or discharge petition to expose, you know, to release unredacted files, like, yeah, the Epstein files. They're all paying. Still panicking. Bonjour. That's just his throat. They'll be chasing me next. So yeah. I don't know. I suppose it's no strangers folk, is there? But see, logic and common sense comes from fact. You know, what you can see, what's actually in front of your eyes, and what you can see, and what you know as fact, not hearsay and opinion. But that doesn't make any sense. You know, if you base your morals on something that is decent, and you consider yourself a decent person, decency would come from the fact that you would not want to hurt people, to harm people. You want the kids to be safe. For you, common sense would be to make sure that they are safe, and you don't have these fucking people, you know, abusing them. Whether it be today, or yesterday, or 10 years ago, or 20 years ago, 30 years ago, no matter when, these people should be locked up. But common sense for you, if you are a person who likes all this stuff, you know, okay, the common sense would be going the other way, wouldn't it? You know, your common sense, if you agree with Trump, is different to my common sense. But that's not opinion, that's a feeling. Oh, it's just daft. Why wouldn't you want to make sure that your children are safe? Why wouldn't you? I did do a load of notes, I haven't used them. It's just, yeah, you got, okay, I did mention earlier about, RJ May, that's it, RJ May, a so-called Christian, South Carolina, has just been indicted on 10 counts for, yeah, child-related material, you know what I mean. That's the people in the Republican Party, that it is. Anyway, don't forget people that like button, you can do that by old, flicking the screen twice, you know. But I think we're nearly back to the old camper, so I'll be signing off in a minute. I will. So I'll probably be walking down there again in a minute with the missus. So I'll probably be about an hour, and looking at it, it is nearly an hour, 57 minutes. So, yeah. There's a fair few people in the chat, with some strange people in the chat. People who want to, tell their girlfriend good night about 20 times, you know. It's just, yeah, it's funny, isn't it? People are odd. You know, we all have our quirky ways and that, but you know, normally it should, or hopefully it would revolve around being a decent person, you know. Anyway, that's my old camper. Here it is, we're back home. It's me home on my wheels, it is like a snail. I'm carrying my house with me, or crab, you know. Now, if these poor people, these poor ladies now, who, if they don't get justice via the Epstein files, I just hope they do publish their own list, because they say they've created a list already, and they've been waiting. But also, they're now saying they're going to create TikTok videos and stuff like that. You know, I hope they do. I hope they do. I think it'd be very difficult for people like Trump to take them to court, because he's going to have to try and prove otherwise. And then there'll be a huge amount of investigation. The whole thing will just, a bit like a can of worms, it will. So, this isn't the night car camp. This is a basic car park. I don't know if you can park here for the night. It doesn't say you can't. You probably can. There's a motorhome camping place up the road, but I like to be away from that sort of stuff. Because we've got dogs, you see. I'm home. Hi, honey. Yeah, all right, mate. I'm home. Do you want me, guys? The doggies. Come on, doggies. Are they coming or not? Oh, it's shut again. Come on, bear. Sebastian. Hello, have they been sleepy? Come on. Come on. Do you want to come out or not?
Oh, go on.
You okay? You did it well. Oh, he did it well. That's one out anyway. So, oh, I can see Pandora. So just check the chat. Oh, she's knitting. Are you making me a willy warmer? Oh, a Gruffalo jumper. So that's obviously for a teddy bear. So let me just put that there for a second. I'll do. Ah, my paper's flying everywhere. Which I barely looked at. Oh, damn thing. Just got to check the chat. Is that me? That's not me. I've been flicking through the screen. Oh, that's me. Hello, Susan. Hope you're well. Why are you blocked? Susan, do it. Didn't see you there. That's probably because I was walking. Hope you're well. I haven't blocked you. What are we going on there? Of course, okay. So, hello, yeah, hope you're well. Quantum Leap. Okay. I used to love Quantum Leap. Years ago. Oh, thanks, Norwegian gamer. The average Norwegian gamer. I'm sorting and distorting. Oh, mind blown. Oh, dear me. Hello, Cat's Eye Moose. Hope you're well. And Nathan. Decent has a different meaning in different states. Yeah, I think you got a point there. But that goes everywhere, you know. I live in France, you know. It's not perfect here. It's still nice, you know. It's pretty darn good. But, you know, where we are, there's crazy people. They're everywhere. You know, you just hope they don't fornicate. That's just kind of what you hope. You don't want to produce any more crazy people for the next generation of crazies. The alleged list. You can call it an alleged list if you like, but I'm sorry. These people who were abused, I believe them over Trump any day. I'm eating raw radish for breakfast, and it's disgusting. Oh dear. Take care, Betty. Enjoy the grandchildren. I've got more decency in my pinky nail tip than Trump has his entire body. And that's grown by the minute, that is. You know, no matter how much diuretics he's taken, he's just getting bigger and bigger. Hello, Lost Mystery and Robert. Master Morality. I love you too. Crikey, who is the Nimrod from the discount rack at... Oh, God. Trolls are us. Smoked a big day before... Yeah, that cabinet meeting, that was just ludicrously stupid, wasn't it? It's the town, General Putnam, is Brantome in France. It's the Dordogne Périgord area. It's the black region of France. Yeah, lovely architecture around here. It's a beautiful place. We're going to be heading down to Périgord next. Not actually in Périgord, but just near the river. There's a nice campsite there. An aide camp that we're going to stop for the night and see what's about. I haven't been there before, so we'll see. So the business with Epstein isn't about getting Trump, but finally getting some small justice for these victims. How anyone, no matter the party, yes, exactly, it doesn't make any difference. The victims have to come first. And no matter who's involved, if they are guilty, I don't give a damn what side politics you're on, you can go to fucking jail. Or skinned alive. Or castrated. Or a couple of bricks will do. And maybe you can sell tickets to be the brick handler. Or the brick smasher. Hello, my darling. Oh, my darling. Oh, my darling Caroline.
I'm just putting coffee on.
Oh, you put coffee on? I don't remember coffee. All right. Anyone can say toodaloo, you know. for now, and I hope everybody has a lovely week, what's left of it. You know, it's Thursday today for me here in France. Obviously a different timeline to you. But I hope you have a great day. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Toodaloo!